back to The Horror with your hostess with the mostest, Jennifer, as always. So we're doing something totally different today. We are going to be talking about Wrestlemania 34. I know, I very rarely actually talk about wrestling or talk about like a pay-per-view or anything. But, you know what, I figured I'd kind of talk about it, give my couple of my thoughts about it, but also too, especially this morning, I was kind of checking social media, like Facebook and stuff, just kind of reading some of the comments, and of course, oh, the fans of wrestling, let me tell you, you cannot please these people ever. Although I did just check again a little bit ago, a few more comments, more positive comments now. Once again, I mean, like anything, like I get people's opinions, I respect people's opinions, but oh my god, it's a big reason why I wanted to kind of maybe do a little video real quick, because there was some issues with last night's show and everything. I mean, it wasn't a perfect show, but it was, in my opinion, it is one of the better, if not, I don't want to say like best, because like I said, there was some issues last night, but definitely one of the better pay-per-views WWE has put on in the last few years. Yeah, not like the last few months, but the last few years. And I've told people to I think I've been told kind of like Sarah 1228 in the past of like, oh god, you don't really want to watch wrestling right now, it really kind of sucks. But last night's show was really good. I think they were really on point with a lot of things. I mean, they did a lot of things that I feel weren't the predictable route like I thought they were going to do. But of course, you have a lot of people who are like, oh, it was stupid. Oh, this match was stupid. Oh, worse. It's just, oh my god, I swear to god, you guys, I hate wrestling fans. I really do. I'm one of them. But no, let's go over kind of like some of the issues that people are really kind of griping about. And I mean, I kind of see where a lot of these people are coming from. Like, I do, even when I was watching the show last night, some of the points were like, or some of the things that happened, I was like, oh god, people are gonna like bitch about this. So first one up, I feel like first one up, it would be Taker versus John Cena. So for all of you who may not really be into wrestling, so obviously Taker's a huge staple for WrestleMania, his streak and everything, and over the last few weeks, John Cena's really been trying to push Undertaker to have a match with him. We had not heard anything from The Undertaker, even up till he came out last night and everything. I mean, I even kind of thought, like, okay, we're really not going to get this match. I was kind of okay with that. The thing is, I love The Undertaker. I love him. You see the one poster back here. I got another on this side, one over here. Love The Undertaker. Always has been one of my favorites. But at the same time, like, I was a little disappointed not being able to see him last night, or believing I was not going to see him last night. But to be fair, I mean, Taker is up there in age. He, his body is definitely like worn and torn from all the work he's done over the years and everything. So I mean, I was kind of okay with him not having a match. I guess I was just kind of like expecting him not to show up. I was okay with that. But I'm glad he showed up. I did. But like, the match was only a couple minutes. Like, I think it was like just under 3 minutes or something. And people are kind of griping about that, like, oh, that was, such a worst match, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, do not, like, realize the last few WrestleManias, like, you were all griping that, like, oh my god, like, why is he even wrestling? Like, he can barely even, like, last through an entire match. And it's kind of true, because, I mean, he does really get beat up pretty quickly, gets worn out pretty quickly. So to have a quick little match, like, I was actually just watching one of the videos from What Culture, and they were even kind of saying too, like, they put it the best. They were saying, like, this was kind of like, it was a short match, but it was almost more of like almost like a greatest hits type of match for The Undertaker and everything. And I agree with that. It was short, sweet, and everything. And, I have to give John Cena a lot of credit. Like, I'm not a John Cena fan at all. I wish he would go away. But, I respect what he does. I respect what he does outside of the company, in the company, whatnot. role model he is for kids and stuff. Like, I'll give him that. But I mean, overall, I'm not a Cena fan at all. I'm not Team Cena at all. But I give him a lot of credit for agreeing with that, kind of putting his ego aside just to kind of have this match and everything. Maybe let Taker have one last match and everything. Maybe this will be officially his last WrestleMania, Undertaker's last WrestleMania. So, you know, let him have a win. You know, let him go out with a win and everything. So I give him props for that. But of course, a lot of people, like I said, are just so like, it's just like, shut up already. God dang. Whatever. So yeah, that was one of the issues. Another issue, pretty like, once again, I get why people are really kind of like griping on this, but the Raw Tag Team Championship match between Sheamus and Cesaro versus Braun Strowman. We didn't know who his tag team partner is. So, you know, he goes out in the crowd, he grabs a kid, a virtual kid, like an 11-year-old kid or whatever, and, you know, he picks him as his little tag team partner. And that, too, I knew people were going to be, like, griping over and everything and having, like, a conniption fit and everything. Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's kind of like, really? But I kind of liked it because it kind of was just showing, like, okay, well, he kind of needs a tag team partner because it's a tag team match. But Braun Strowman is such a force that he doesn't really need a freaking tag team partner. Like, I mean, I kind of see what they were trying to do with this, you know, and it was a cute little match. I'm sorry, like, I know a lot of people are saying it's, you know, probably it was like a referee's kid or something. Probably. But at the same time, I mean, who knows? Like, if it wasn't a referee's kid, we don't know. Like, this kid could have been, like, you know, part of, like, Make-A-Wish or something. And, like, his wish was like, dude, I want to tag with, like, Braun Strowman, or I want to be in a WrestleMania match. Like, we don't know. Like I said, it's probably some referee's kid, like everyone's kind of saying. But seriously, like, and I feel like if they did find or have Strowman with, like, a legit actual tag team partner with someone on the current roster or whatever, I feel like people that would, like, gripe about who his actual tag team partner is. It's like, I mean, like I said, I mean, I know it was a little goofy, but it kind of tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. I enjoyed it. I had fun with the match. Whatever. And another thing that, another match that people are really having a fit with is the main event. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, and I'm not really, like, a Brock Lesnar fan. I'll either cheer against him or cheer for him, depending on his opponent. I was kind of cheering for him last night, even though I kind of figured he was probably going to lose and everything, because, you know, he's, I think, supposed to be going back to UFC or something. So I was like, okay, great. Reigns is going to win, you know, whatever. You know, they're trying to make him, like, the next John Cena and stuff. But actually, Lesnar won, retained the title, and you know what, I'm kind of okay with that. I knew people were going to kind of have a fit about this, of course, and they are, mainly because, and once again, I mean, I do kind of partially agree with this. Lesnar is, like, pretty much a part-timer, only does a couple of shows a year and everything, and people kind of throw a fit because it's like, well, you know, you're the champ, you should be wrestling and everything, you should be on the shows, like, as often as possible and everything. But I mean, honestly, that notion has kind of, like, grown on me, where he only, like, comes, like, every so often, because it's almost like, to me, a little bit of, like, throwback to way back in the day with, like, you know, Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino and everything, where they only, like, wrestled, like, actually, I should say they did wrestle quite a bit back then, but it wasn't, like, televised as much and everything. So, you know, to have that, like, huge anticipation and everything, you know, like, I kind of like that idea, you know, and plus the fact, like, I'm sorry, and for those of you who don't know, like, they have the brands split or whatever. So there's like people who are on Monday Night Raw, people who are on Tuesday Night SmackDown and everything, and each have their kind of like coordinated titles and everything. So like Brock Lesnar is the Universal Champion. The equivalent of the SmackDown title would be the World Heavyweight Championship, which AJ Styles has and everything, and then so on, like US title and Intercontinental Championship and everything, and the 2 different tag team champions and stuff, the 2 different women's championship. So each show has like their own, like, you know, titles and everything, equal titles and everything. So there's just so much, there's so many different titles right now that it's like, do we really need to have every freaking title all the freaking time? And plus, too, in my opinion, like, yeah, if you're gonna have a guy like, you know, Lesnar, who only wrestles so often, then I'm sorry, like, I would think you guys would be happy because then you get to see the other titles being defended more often and everything, and really proving those guys, like, even more, because like I said, Brock Lesnar is pretty much a part-timer. I mean, he's definitely has afforded different amenities for himself, some special treatment. Yeah, you know, I'll admit, he's got some special treatment backstage. We all know that. But rightfully so. Like, come on, dude. Seriously? Like, just stuff like that people are always kind of, like, bitching about on social media. Like, and like I said, I'm not even, like, really that into Brock Lesnar. It just depends on whoever he is facing and everything, you know, that I may cheer for him or cheer against him. But it's like, dude, big deal. You know, like I said, I just feel like it's kind of like a little bit of like a nod, throwback to way back in the day, you know, with people such as like living legend Bruno Sammartino and everything, where it was more of an event. It's like, oh, championship, you know, it's going to be defended. Not like, oh, really, it's going to be defended again? Like, whatever. Like I said, I get it. I get why people gripe about it. I get it. But whatever. But then again, I feel like if Roman Reigns did win, everyone then would be bitching and moaning like, oh, let's put another title on him. It's like you cannot win with WWE fans. This is why I kind of hate, and I always try and stay away from, like, comments on social media, because I'll say it, wrestling fans are a bunch of whiny little bitches. I'm just saying. Like, honestly, for the longest time, I was kind of debating. I'm like, who are the bigger whiners? Horror fans or wrestling fans? No, wrestling fans are. I'll go there. But no, I mean, honestly, and I know probably people are gonna see this video and probably be like, oh, I mean, like, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. I don't even care if people are trolling me on this video. I give you guys my subs and stuff. Free reign to go ahead and troll back. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying. But like I said, I mean, I get why people are, like, upset and stuff. I get why people are, like, you know, but no, I mean, overall, like I said, I think it was a great show. You know, Ronda Rousey, oh my god, I think she did an amazing job last night. A couple little things, you know, you could tell that she's still getting kind of used to, you know, being in the ring and stuff, but her training totally has paid off. I am really looking forward to what else that WWE, you know, does with her and everything. Hopefully they don't fuck this up with her or anything, because she's freaking awesome. She did a brilliant job in the ring last night. You know, women, yeah, all the women, I feel like they did a really, really solid job. Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. I love Alexa Bliss, but I also really like Nia Jax, and I am so glad that they did put the women's championship on Nia Jax and everything. It's so well deserved. She's been really, you know, proving herself and everything, and it's just, oh, it's good to see, especially, you know, a girl that is not your, you know, skinny little, prim and proper, prissy little knockout bombshell win the title and everything, because I feel like she is, you know, a face for a lot of us girls that we got some meat on us, you know, like, you know, and Alexa really did help, you know, give her a good match and everything, because I know Alexa, a little bit more athletic than Jax and everything, really kind of made her look really good and strong. Actually, Nia Jax even made herself look really good, because I know she gets a lot of criticism of, like, oh, she just squashes people and blah, blah, blah. she's really good. I give her credit. But yeah, like, so they did a lot of different things, a lot of things I wasn't expecting to happen. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. I really thought that Asuka was gonna win, the SmackDown Women's Championship. I was like, they're probably not gonna break her streak or anything. And Charlotte Flair ended up breaking Asuka's winning streak. So did not see that coming at all. So props to them. I feel like, because I feel like it was kind of like so soon, because she has only been on the main roster for like less than a year. So I thought she was gonna go a little further, but I feel like it was right. I feel it was right to break the streak on WrestleMania and against Charlotte Flair. Because, I mean, once again, like, Charlotte Flair, someone, like, I do like her a lot. Is she my favorite female star? No, but you know what? I really do like her. I like watching her, and I feel like she was definitely the appropriate person to actually end the streak and everything. So props to her. Props to both those women. They put on a phenomenal match. But yeah, so my opinion, like I said, beginning of the video, probably one of the best pay-per-views overall, one of the better ones by far within the last few years. So, but yeah, so anyone who does have an issue with like, oh, that sucks or whatnot, like, were you even watching? Like, god dang, dude. I was definitely entertained with it and everything. So, props to WWE, because I even told one of the guys at work the other day, right before I went on vacation, I was like, I'm so not looking forward to this WrestleMania. I'm so, like, about it. But as soon as it started, oh my god, awesome. Job well done, WWE. So, anyway, thanks for letting me kind of just share my thoughts. I'm not going to do this all the time. I swear I won't. But anyway, till next time, guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.